Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have my May Book of the Month box, so let's check it out and see what's inside. When you open the box, it says you've got great taste, and at the top, this is my choice for May Book of the Month. This is called Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? And this one is by Crystal Smith Paul. This one is a historical fiction. I love historical fiction, and the quick take for this one is one woman's decision to pass as white reverberates through generations in this riveting exploration of race and fame. So this was my choice for Book of the Month, but I also chose another Book of the Month, a thriller. This one is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. The quick take for this one is, while house sitting, Emma Carpenter starts encountering eerie things after posting a negative review of a horror novel. This will be the first book I've read by Taylor Adams. The other May Book of the Month choices are a literary fiction called The Half Moon by Mary Beth Keane, a contemporary fiction called The Collected Regrets of Clover by Mickey Brammer, a romance called Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and a literary fiction called Paper Names by Susie Liu. In addition to two Book of the Month choices, I added one add-on. This is called The Secret Book of Flora Lee. This is by Patti, Callahan, Henry. This is another historical fiction, and the quick take for this one is, when a book bearing marks of her family's World War II past falls into her hands, a rare bookseller goes looking for answers. At the bottom of the box, one of my favorite parts is the Book of the Month bookmark, and this month it says, here's to 100 months of the best new books. This bookmark is to commemorate the relaunching of Book of the Month 100 months ago. I also wanted to go over my April books. My Book of the Month choice was The Only Survivors. This was a thriller. I love this one. This one had dual timelines. Some kids were in an accident in high school, and this book jumps back to the accident years ago and their present day lives. So I love this one. This was a page turner, and I recommend it. The next book I read was an add-on called Pineapple Street, and this one follows a wealthy family in New York. And I'll be honest with you, I kept waiting for something to happen. It just felt like you spent the book looking into the lives of a wealthy family, and I kind of felt like it was a waste of time. I did not love this one. This is one of the few books I'll give a thumbs down to on the Book of the Month app. I just didn't love it. This one was not for me. The third book I read this month was The House is on Fire. This is a historical fiction, and this is based on a theater fire in 1811 in Richmond, Virginia. And then the author chose 4 survivors from the fire to follow their story, what happens to them after the fire. And I love this book. This was so interesting. It was heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, but eye-opening as well. And it was a wonderful author's note at the end of the book as well. The characters were based on real people. Obviously, again, this is fiction, but I love historical fiction because it does make me go back and research and learn more about the actual events and the actual people. I highly recommend The House is on Fire. The last book I read this month was another Ellen Hildebrand book. I love to read these while I am traveling because I know they're going to be light, they're going to be entertaining, and they're going to be fun. And this one is The Identicals. This is about 2 twins. They are separated later in life. One lives with their mother, one lives with their father. It's like a grown-up version of the movie The Parent Trap. This one also takes place on Nantucket as well as Martha's Vineyard, and just another fun book from Ellen Hildebrand. I will say The Hotel Nantucket is still my #1 favorite Ellen Hildebrand book. So if you're looking for one of her books, that's the one I recommend. This one was a fun read as well. And that was it. That was everything in my May Book of the Month unboxing. If you are interested in Book of the Month, I will have a coupon code in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.